Hello and welcome back. So much anger in the air. I say in the air, in me. In me. I can feel it. I can feel myself just wanting to be angry at everything. It's palatable. You hear a lot of talk about December 21st. You do a search on YouTube and you hear about this transition that's going on. And that's great, I personally, when I make videos like this, I don't like to speak about things unless I've had my own experience. So, I'll talk about things. But I don't like to go into the realm of belief. So you won't see me do it very often. And that whole idea of this thing that's coming, a lot of people are getting wrapped up in this. You're either COVID's happening, there's this that's going on, that's going on. Everyone seems to be right now bullseye on something. Their mind is, they've got something that's happening and they're just pinpoint attention. It seems to be. And no idea why today, just anger. Can feel it just welling up. Makes me want to laugh because it's a weird phenomenon to watch yourself do things that are a little bit past your limit that you'd like to be at, and just seeing that, having it always, the anger shows up, and then watching it, but knowing that you're still going to do the pattern. It's funny because I can honestly say from my own experience that it's gotten a lot better. That's one thing that I can say that's changed. Is how I respond when I'm angry. And one thing that's changed enormously after doing some kind of work is my response. Wow. Some days it's the opposite too. Some days the inside is really nice, the outside looks really nice. You hear a lot of people talk about spirituality and I think I'm just rambling. You could watch a million videos. A million different people say the same thing in a different way. But what it comes down to is we all have this aspect inside of us. This ability to know whether or not something is right or wrong. And you can't say if it's right or wrong for somebody else. But for you, you can say if that's right or wrong. And when we spend our lives choosing one side or the other, we can somehow get lost in it, thinking it's supposed to be one way and it shouldn't be that way. And it all depends on what people tell you as well, because everyone wants to tell you how to live your life. But right now, everybody's in everybody else's business. In a time where we should be looking in ourselves. You know, we should all be taking the time to and I get it too because it's very painful to go inside. Wow. Like today for myself. As a perfect example, I can speak from here and now that some days it sucks. Some days it just so then you have to swallow the bullet, the realization that achieving some mystical state of being where you never feel these emotions is a difficult swallow. It's a difficult swallow. It's a difficult thing to accept. I'm personally not over it. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. And for you, it might not be. And that's the thing. And if you see me having a difficult time, you might want to focus on me. The tendency is to want to say, well, I can do that really good. So really in a video like this, there's nothing to say. Because inside of you, there's already a knowing of whether or not you're living the life you want or not. And I don't mean by job you have. I mean, are you doing everything because of society? Are you trying to fit in? And is there a part of you that you're pushing down, suppressing? Or can you say truly you're living your life in a way that you like it? I feel is a really important question. When you really go in deep enough, you question everything. Being careful not to question too much, because you can go that far you can do that too often or too much too. When you question everything, it changes your whole perspective. And as a warning, be careful not to expect bad days to not come. It's like as if the bad times are like a test. So you'll see, you can use it as that if you want to, just trying to put a positive spin on it. If you look at it as a test, and whenever it's there, you can see. The thing is, if you're failing the test, you got to be careful not to be down on yourself too. Because that's what my mind wants to do naturally. In this situation anyways. I'm finding that the more you want something, the more difficult it'll be. Seems to be more challenges the more you want something. To me, when I'm speaking, what I'm saying isn't important at all. What I'm hoping a person gets from these videos. But the space in between, and I heard this so often when I was reading a lot of books, the space between your words is more important. And being able to connect to that space and knowing it's there has helped me enormously. The only thing is I'm finding that whenever it gets really bad, you forget more often about that space between the words. And the sounds and the actions and your thoughts. It seems such a simple thing, but when you rest in it, your awareness, this has been my experience in the past. I'm probably going to do this now too. When you rest in it, it slowly changes everything that's in your mind. It slowly makes it all just dissolve. Or I should say, it gives it it doesn't feed it anymore, and it dissolves, the thoughts dissolve on their own. That would be closer to the reality. So I don't know what anyone's getting out of these types of videos that I'm making, especially lately, because I've gotten a real realization that nothing I say is really going to help. What's helped me the most is what I just mentioned, and paying attention to the space between the thoughts, the words, not looking for it, just, doing it, not thinking about how to do it, just doing it, just paying attention to the space between thoughts. Another book said it this way, and I'll leave you with this. Visualize an infinitely small point with no mass in space, just anywhere. It doesn't make a difference. Just put your attention to it. So there's nothing there, and it's an infinitely small point. Just bring your attention to it. And it creates a certain feeling, something interesting to meditate on. Anyways, I don't know, hopefully that helped. Wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.